many years later. Where did I find those logs? I got my... Jeffrey, you might be playing Balloons Tower Defense 6, but me and Damien suffered playing Overwatch competitive and doing our placement matches. Actually, we weren't suffering. We did pretty well. And I was playing Mercy. This is a story of a man named Stanley. Yes, I have heard about the thing where if you have ADHD, caffeine works reverse on you. So does cocaine. And methamphetamine. Jim. Where I missed my...
Jim. Stanley. Jim. Stanley.
What's this? The Stanlerines. The Stiggly Wigglies. What's the very depressing line your character would say, Mr. Jeffrey Bezos? Oh my gosh! He's back! Wait, there won't be another Stanley Parable game? No. Don't cling to the legacy, let it burn. The Stanley Parable. The Stanley Parable 3, Dreams of Chemicals. Forbidden Chemicals. Forbidden Pantry. The Stanley Parable Forbidden Pantry. It's absurd. I love it. Every time you restart the game, we will advance the number of sequels by 1, and we will pick a new subtitle. The Stanley Parable will never end. I love this game.
There are multiple nerds.
Buckets. Please enter the current time. Please enjoy the Stanley Parable. This game is so good.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I'm not surprised that a demolitions expert would have a addiction to you know, Pop Rocks. Huh. Everything okay, Damien?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
You okay?
I realize that, you know, Bingus is level 128 at the very beginning of the game. Best equipment. I mean, not Bingus, Wampa is level 128 and at the end of the game, while Bingus is only level 52.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. The confusion.
One man, one bucket, one chance to seize their destiny together. Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. I'm going back to the name of these
playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Wait, Stanley. I've just now realized. That bucket you're holding, it's the bucket I've been working on for my sequel. How did you get your hands on it? Isn't this the preview to the sequel? How do you have the bucket already? This makes no sense.
Oh, is this the 2 buckets, Stanley? And then he explodes.
Did I already show you my ideas for the sequel? I don't remember.
I don't know, but he's talking about how I already have the bucket from his sequel. This is gonna be so cool. I want to know if the Pickle Rick thing is an actual ending.
All right, let's see it. The jump circle? The infinite hole, the giant door, did you see them already? Stanley, none of them are ready yet. I'm still developing them. They're not even close to finished. How did they look when you saw them? Were they captivating? Were they exciting? Did they fulfill on the promise of everything that a sequel to Stanley Parable could be? Had I figured out how the hell to make a sequel to this game?
My soldiers scream.
Wait, if you're still carrying the bucket around with you, if the bucket is interesting to you, that means I must have made it correctly. Yes, you carrying the bucket with you everywhere is exactly what I set out to accomplish. The bucket is the exciting and captivating new content that I promised. I did it! I win! I made a sequel to the Stanley Parable. Yes, the sign is correct. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Thank you for taking the bucket everywhere with you, clinging tightly to the bucket, never letting it go. It means I've won. It means I am victorious over the gamers. It is a sweet salve of victory on my soul. Thank you for enjoying the new content. The bucket is the Stanley Parable now. They are one and the same.
The bucket is the Stanley Parable.
Without the bucket. I win, 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 I win.
Oh man, it's not the 2 buckets ending. Where did you see that?
It was on TikTok, and it was like, Stanley, do you hear me? And then he just blows up. No, the power of 1 bucket is too much for 1 man. 2 buckets would kill an egg. Stanley.
All of his co-workers...
They make a Naruto reference.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
You have to kill the bucket, and then the narrator goes... The narrator goes, thank God you've seen... Thank God you have all the 7 sages. I don't know what I'd be doing. I don't know what we would do without them. You are truly courageous, Stanley. I think I have to... What did I just turn on? When's the Bug Snack stream? Whenever I buy it! God! What? God, do you expect me to have every video game in existence? I'm not that famous. Yet. Your mom.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. It's bucket time.
It's bucket time.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable is a landmark.
Okay, here it goes.
New content for it should live up
Can
to
you
that
hear
level.
me, Stanley?
So to get this ultra-deluxe nonsense, I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever
The Stanley Parable 2.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. They could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Hold on, Damien. Yes. No!
Wait, there are two
Oh,
buckets.
yes!
How
Yes!
did you get a second bucket? Oh no,
No,
the warmth
no,
and comfort of a
it's-
single bucket is already so great,
great.
so intoxicatingly wonderful.
Wonderful.
With two buckets, there's no telling. Stanley, can you
Stanley,
still hear
hear me?
Are
Are you with me?
Stanley! Oh, thank God, I didn't lose you.
The
Stanley, the power of two buckets was too much.
My bucket!
Destroy both of them. I know how much the bucket meant to you, but I couldn't take the risk. I hope one day you can forgive me.
My bucket is gone. Stanley, can you hear me? It was, yes, Damien, or yes, Jeffrey, it was the Big Bang. Two buckets collided, therefore, explosion.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the trophy will be given. As you can see, the machine is not working yet since... Wait, what in the holy hell is going on? You got the trophy? Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago. Who fixed it? Is someone here? Are we being watched? Oh, God. Composure?
Why can't I call you Damien? What, you don't like black people, huh?
Working as normal, as I intended. It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2. Breathe. Just breathe.
Isn't Carson also a pedophile? Base money, fancy. All I'm saying is the Brits are coming.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
The jump circle.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
Fun fact, Slime Rancher, very cool. Yeah, bro.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday.
Yes! I got the Get Well Someday balloons in my office now.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
The new updated ray traced, but more of the same, but in a good way, sequel to the Stanley Parable. Red is the new orange, a whole new office.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized. Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
I am named Jim.
I want you to imagine...
Jim.
Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name. Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become Jim.
Jim.
All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here. I'm done with this button. Why don't you go humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on?
Jim.
See, if you'd only played
Jim.
along, that
Jim.
would have been your
Jim.
name, the
Jim.
button says.
Jim.
But no.
Jim.
Instead,
Jim. Jim.
I
Jim.
can't even
Jim.
think about it.
Jim.
I'm taking the Jim
Jim.
button away.
Jim. 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 Jim.
Maybe I'll only let people named Jim play the Stanley Parable 2. They would appreciate what I've created here.
I love games that are self-aware. They're so funny to me. The button does clip through the floor. This is new. I wonder what it is. That is new.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it would go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Infinite hole. I'm gonna drop down the infinite hole.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium. You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things. Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready. Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel. Oh, for heaven... You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever to...
Yo, Damien, why are you on Fortnite?
Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole. I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime.
I wonder what other things I can do here. Wait, do I have to turn every setting on? Oh. Hold on, I'm getting a trophy.
Of a man named Stanley.
Yeah, we're gonna be here for a while.
This is the story of a man named Stan. This is the story of a man named Stanley. This is the story of a man named Stanley. This is the story of a man named Stanley. This is the story of a man named Stanley. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
So how's everyone's day doing? Cole?
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
How you doing?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
Are
be?
you ungrounded?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
No,
Perhaps
it's
he had
just like
simply missed a memo.
we're slowly like getting my stuff back, basically. Like I'm earning my stuff back, you know.
Yeah, that's how I was.